Alright guys, Supreme Kami here. So in this video, we'll be talking about the Potential Unleashed and the Mobusu Transcendent Skill. These two topics are definitely something that I do want to tie them as far as talking about them, because they're pretty much kind of hand in hand as far as how they kind of function. So that's why I want to make them both together. So let's first talk about the Potential Unleashed. So what does that actually entail? So the Potential Unleash is pretty much allowing if you guys are able to pull multiple copies of the same units, pulling these for example, or getting in that blueprint to be able to potentially. So how does that work? So we're gonna click on the units that I have in here that I can actually potentially unleash. So you know the unit is able to potentially unleash when you have that red dot next to the Mobusu icon in a way. So let's click on that real quick. And then we should have a red hovering over the potential unleashed. So you guys can see that I have accumulated exactly the amount of blueprint that I needed. So how many additional copies would you need if you guys do need to potentially unleash a unit all the way to the 5th stage? Well, you're gonna need a total of 625. So that's pretty much like what, just one copy per. So in total, if you guys are realistically summoning for a unit, for UR specifically, let's say the one that you really care about, or most people care about, you will need a total of 6 copies to be able to fully potential unleash units, which, you know, that's quite a lot. And what are the benefits of actually potential unleash a unit? So let's kind of take a look. So this is pretty much the only thing that you guys are able to see or able to kind of get benefit from. First of all, you do have a better base stats, so everything pretty much jumps up. The actual other, like your stat itself, like the projectile, like the increased projectile, increased beam, the reduced projectile and the reduced beam, those that do get bumped up. So, and it's actually pretty good. You do get a sizable jump, even though right now we are looking at it at level 1. I haven't done anything yet, but that will get trickles down and it will just magnifies into higher stat. That's obviously pretty true. As far as looking down at the EX skill level, unfortunately the level 1 looks like it's not gonna give you any increases. That is pretty sad, because I think other stuff does get increased. I think when you guys potentially unleash the free to play Sakuto, you guys pretty much do see an increase as well. So I mean, that's the only real benefit of actually potential unleashing a unit. So that kind of brings you to the topic: is it really worth potential unleash? So first of all, the pilot itself, I don't think is something that you should worry too much about, because if you guys are able to luckily pull the corresponding pilot to the actual unit, that's golden. I wouldn't say there's too much of an increase for the pilot itself. I don't even think I have any dupes to show that off, unfortunately. But the unit works the same way. Now I think for Shima Zanaka, you guys can definitely see the effects of after potential unleashing it, because you do have, first of all, higher stats, and then you do have, I think the skill 1 and skill 2 actually does get affected as well. So, but as I say, you know, no dupes for the actual pilot itself is pretty good enough. I think it does the job already. So if you guys are free to play, for example, I mean, like spending extra diamonds to summoning things you already have may not be the best, you know, diamond management, I would feel like. But on the other hand, I think I would say the same thing for the actual unit itself. But the other cash I do want to bring along is going to be the Mobusu Transcendent. So I think every unit that you see nowadays actually does have a way, or actually just have a transcendent skill. So that's pretty much every unit that you see, except for SRs. They don't have it, and rares, they don't have that. So why do I bring up the transcendent skill, and how are they related? So right now what you guys are looking at is obviously no material consumption until that day. So you guys may think, well, why don't you go ahead and then just Transcendent and unlock the first skill? Well, the thing is, I don't actually have the material. Is this no material consumption is pretty much meaning this. So if you have an abundance of rainbow coins, for example, this is not even a topic that I would like to talk about. But the thing is, in reality, getting the rainbow holo coins is like a nightmare. There's only a certain times when they do have an event that gives that to you. If not, you have to pretty much, you know, fully max out a you are, and then whatever subsequent dupes that you're not able to potentially unleash, then it gives you that. So, or if you have to use like your rank points to kind of exchange for it. So the thing is that what I want to say is the rainbow coin comes out really hard. So what is the other way of actually potentially unleashing it without using this? Well, the thing is really simple. You pull multiple copies of the dupes, and then you are able to potentially unleash it depending on what kind of dupes level you're looking at. So the star level in here correspond to how many potential unleash stage we have. We have 5. So that's why we have 5 stars. It's kind of like, it gives you like a portion of it. So now that you think, oh, is dupes really important? It's not. I still say it's not, because even the transcendent skill itself is not, you are missing some things in a way, but at the same time it's not a deal breaker where if you do pull a new unit you don't have dupes. Like, it's not like it's not functional. It's still functional. You still able to beat the event. It's just that you're missing out that extra things that really makes the unit good the way it is. So I think it's definitely not the best way to handle the transcendent skill. Using this is definitely expensive. I just wish there was an easy way of getting it, but unfortunately at this point in time for global, is either they release more, like, you know, like coming soon, like they really do need to release the event that allows you to farm the grind coins, and everyone the more and more harder to grind coins. Like, they really do need to do that, because initially in the JP version we didn't have the transcendent skill. It was something that they implemented later down the road. So by that time we have that, like, the rainbow coin was not something we have to worry about in a way. So I think that's just the dilemma in a way, because it gets so expensive. Like, look at this, check this out. Once you get them to level 5, 200 or 2250, that's how much it needs. So you're well over that 4,000 marks as far as the rainbow coin. So that's why pulling dupes does have its advantage. At the same time it doesn't, because you do use more diamonds. So I mean, at the end of the day, it really all depends on how much you guys are able to afford. But let's say you really do want to potentially unleash it, you don't want to use diamonds, you don't want to pull for dupes, or you don't want to use a rainbow coin. The only exception that I say you are able to get the material now is the grand coins. You can buy. So this right here is only exclusive to the actual extreme limited units, because they do get added into this pool once the banner is over. So if you are patient enough, you should be able to buy enough copies to potentially unleash it. Like I said again, you do need a total of 625 blueprint to be able to fully potentially unleash your unit. So you guys definitely do a quick math on that. So it's gonna take a long month. So it's definitely gonna take a few years for you to actually completely potential unleash your units, right? That's just a given the fact that you did not pull dupes, you weren't able to pull additional copies on other subsequent banner, for example. That's just the worst case situation. But I mean, other than that, I'm still gonna stay true to my word. If you guys are watching this video asking, you know, because I have seen comments like asking, should I pull with dupes? So my realistic answer to you guys is no dupes. I think without dupes, for example, the unit is just fine, the performance is good. It just, the dupes gives you that extra tiny bit of perks that makes the unit tons more better. But other than that, do definitely let me know how you guys feel about the way they handle the kind of like the transcendent skill itself. Do you guys think that's kind of like a fair way of doing that? I mean, you know, right now the only complaints I have, we just don't have feasible way of getting that and then getting the actual rank points. But other than that, I think it's not the most deal breaker way of them handling it, given the fact that this is a mobile game. But I mean, like, at the end of the day, this game just makes up of, like, you know, pretty much how maybe 80% of the player base is free to play at the moment. So I don't know, but I just hope that eventually we do get the event soon, maybe within the next few weeks. We definitely need that. But other than that, that's pretty much what I have for you guys, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one.